A Hitchcock woman has lived with an unwelcome bee swarm for years now. The hive has grown so large, she says that tending to her yard has become too risky. And overgrown vegetation has made parts of it nearly impossible to navigate. Trace and Bragg spent the day in Hitchcock getting her some solutions after all these years.
Sarah Hampton has lived on her Hitchcock property since the 1980s. But a few years ago, she says an uninvited swarm moved in.
Some bees we noticed some years ago, at least 5 years ago.
Hampton says since then, the hive has spread from this hole in the back of her home to a second on the side of the home.
As far as we know, we just stung one person. So.
Oh, so they've stung one person?
They stung one person, the guy who cut the yard.
Meaning he now avoids that section of the yard.
Ms. Hampton says the problem with the vegetation taking over the ramp is that both she and her daughter use canes. The vegetation has also blocked their second exit to the home. The problem with that is you look at their front entrance and take a look at those stairs to their deck, extremely damaged, making their walk up and down these stairs very difficult and dangerous. But they said they can't get this repaired because the man who's going to repair this says he needs 3 days of no one walking here to make sure it's repaired right, which means they'll have to use that second exit, which isn't possible because of the vegetation and the bees.
I gotta get those bees done, that's the priority.
At 80 years old, Hampton lives on a fixed income and says she simply can't afford removal. So we called local beekeeper Henry Brown Jr., owner of Farm & Co.
Yes, I can in fact come and help that lady because like I say, I do not want to see her get hurt or anybody to get hurt, especially if I could do something about it.
He's set to arrive bright and early Monday morning to remove this buzzing swarm free of charge.
I'm grateful. I am so grateful. It'll be a blessing. Thank you so much.
Trace and Bragg, KHOU 11 News.
So good to see her getting help. Trayson, thank you yet again for being on Bee Patrol. Henry Brown Jr., the owner of Farm & Co., says, by the way, if you see bees buzzing in a crack or hole in your home, call a professional immediately. He says it only takes about 30 days for them to build a full functioning hive and start producing offspring.